Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Joey Bridges with Survival Edge Lights. I am joined as always by my brother James. So here's what we're going to talk about today. This is the issue, well, we get asked about it, and this is the issue of whether a flashlight is waterproof. And I use air quotes, James, because that's what we're going to be talking about today. It's probably one of the more common questions that we've received through email, through conversations, through comments, is the water resistant versus waterproof. And it's not just consumers who've had a challenge with defining what that means. The industry itself had challenges defining what that means, which is why we have the rating system by the ANSI FL1 standards of the IPX rating system. So if you got lost in all those initials, good news, that's what we're here to explain. And while we're talking, just so we can kind of do a little demonstration here, James, yes. I thought it would be good if we actually took one of our flashlights. This is Thor, and we're going to dump it in some water here. We're going to submerge it completely. Completely submerged. Completely submerged in water. Yeah. So we're going to leave that on, and we'll talk about it, just so it looks like we're not playing some David Copperfield. Well, we're not David Copperfield. Yeah. So let's talk about this, James, because the ratings exist from a scale of 1 to a scale of 8. 8. So that's why we're twins. He knew where I was going with that. So let's talk about this, James. When people are looking for a flashlight, whether it's here with us over at Survival Edge Lights, or if they're out in a store, or they're out somewhere else, we want them to be informed. That's the goal. So can we talk about what's a 1 and then maybe what's an 8? So 1, and we do have the definitions of all of them, or we can point you in the right direction. But 1, quite simply, and it is, I know, 1 is actually a little funny. A flashlight can be exposed to vertical or horizontal rain. That's what it means. Now, granted, there's a little bit longer description to it. Yeah. But in a nutshell, vertical or horizontal rain. I don't want to say like light mist. It comes oddly close to that. So it's an interesting definition. We're going to tell you if your flashlight has a IPX rating of 1, we wouldn't bank on it. We would not. You're not going to do what we just did because that's more than horizontal or vertical rain. And I'm trying to think of completely horizontal, but let's not get off topic. So, James, that's a 1. Now, James, this flashlight is rated in 8. So let's talk about that. The 40 Thor by Nightcore is rated an IPX rating of 8. Now, at the IPX 8 level rating, the grade is given to be completely submersible, and they identify the depth at which it can be submerged. In this case, you'll see on many of the flashlight boxes, you'll see here it has a little downward arrow and it says 2 meters. In this case, what that means... upward arrow of above water. Correct, yeah. In this case, what that means is this particular flashlight can be submersed in water up to 2 meters in depth. Now, hashtag caution, star, warning... Hashtag and a star. Yeah, continue. Hashtag and a star. Continue. These are not, even when going, oh great, 2 meters, I can be submersible 2 meters. I can be a snorkeler. These are not designed to be used in a scuba environment. That's not what these lights are designed for. Even though we're sitting here with the camera rolling and the flashlight submersed in water, yes, it's less than 2 meters, but if we had a 2 meter bucket, it would look a little odd to be in like a fish tank. But we could like swim in and make the video short. Very interesting. It would be. So it's not designed for that. However, the nice part is, drop this in a lake, drop this in a river, maybe you're out fishing, maybe you're just out camping and you got a little too close, dropped it in, the flashlight is still functional. And you can see it's actually operating underwater. We're not just putting it in and then turning it back on, saying it can actually operate under the water. It's just not designed to be in a scuba type environment. What we're going to tell you here is, again, our goal, we want to keep you informed, and so whenever you're shopping for a flashlight, whether it's for camping, whether it's for maybe to keep in your car, it's for a loved one who happens to be maybe a police officer or a firefighter or construction, look at these and take these into account, because we've been camping, drop flashlights in rivers, in lakes, not unlike taking Roaring River, but at the edge of the river where you can get it back, hopefully. And you drop these things in and you want to know that it's going to survive that. You make an investment in a flashlight, in an LED flashlight, and you want to know that it's going to stand the test. And that's what we're telling you to do here. Any final thoughts, James, that people should look at really before they make their decision, or where else they can go find information that we can point them? Well, I'd say one of the items to consider when you're wondering what level of waterproof or water resistant the light is, make sure to look on the box. If they're complying, the ANSI FL1 standard is a voluntary compliance, but most of the top manufacturers comply with it. Look on the box and say, okay, hey, what level is it? If you see the downward arrow in 2 meters, great, you have a light you can dump in the water just like this. And if they don't have the rating on the box, run like a player. So that's right. So if you haven't, by the way, subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe here. And also, we invite you to visit us over at survivaledgelights.com. On behalf of James, I'm Joey Bridges. Have fun on your next adventure.